We begin this half hour with breaking news. It's out of Thousand Oaks this morning.
That's where a chase ended in a deputy-involved shooting, but the suspect managed to get away. KCAL 9's Tina Ezzedine live right now on Rawlings Avenue near Potter with how this all started. Tina.
Well, we just arrived just a short time ago, and in the last live presentation we brought to you, we're piecing together details, and we're going to do that now and present them to you live as we get them. Joining me now live is Captain Cameron Henderson with the Sheriff's Department. Tell us a little about what brought us here this morning.
Earlier this morning, about 5 a.m., we responded to a call of a catalytic converter theft. The victim of that theft called and reported that they were witnessing that a catalytic converter was being removed from one of their vehicles. We responded, and a pursuit ensued from that point. The suspect vehicle fled the area on a short pursuit before yielding and then attempting to ram one of our officers. The officer was involved in an officer-involved shooting, and at that time the suspect vehicle fled the area, and the pursuit was terminated at that point.
The deputy not injured?
The deputy is unharmed, and at this time we have no known injuries to the suspect, and that suspect is still outstanding.
And the neighborhood, this is a relatively quiet neighborhood here in Thousand Oaks. The shots fired in the car, the suspect trying to ram the deputy with the car. Nobody was injured at all on the street.
That is correct. No injuries. Luckily, it was early enough in the morning that no one was out and about, and our deputy was unharmed.
So this is a person looking out their window then and actually seeing a theft in progress of someone actually trying to take their catalytic converter out of the car and then stays on the phone and calls 911. Is that my understanding?
That is correct. So with these catalytic converter thefts that have become all too common, the thieves are pretty quick and they're pretty efficient at it, but it does cause a certain amount of noise when they try to take the catalytic converters from the vehicle. The victim heard the noises that were coming from the vehicle, witnessed the crime occurring and called it in just as we would want him to, and we responded immediately.
So then the deputies show up, and that's when they try to stop the suspect. Suspect then takes his car, or the car he's in, and tries to hit the deputy with it, and the shots are fired, right?
Well, first the pursuit ensued. So the deputy arrived on scene, and then the suspect fled in the vehicle from that initial scene. A short pursuit ensued, and then the vehicle yielded. The deputy got out of the vehicle, gave commands, and then the suspect vehicle attempted to ram that deputy. While
he's outside of the car?
Correct.
Okay. Suspect description, car description, anything that you can give to the viewing public?
All we have for the suspect vehicle description is it was a dark-colored sedan. We don't have any further description at this time.
Thank you so very much for letting me stop you so quickly as we arrived here on scene.
Not a problem.
Thank you very much, and for presenting the information to our viewers as well. So it appears at this point that the suspect that they're looking for, there's just a vague description of the car. They do not have any suspects, no arrests at this time. But the good news here on Rawlings Avenue and in Thousand Oaks is that nobody was injured. And this all started when a resident here reported and called into 911 that he was actually witnessing suspects taking and trying to steal the catalytic converter from a car, then stayed on the phone with 911 until deputies arrived, and then a short pursuit began, and the suspect tried to then hit the deputy with his vehicle, and that is when the deputy then fired some shots. Again, nobody injured in all of this, but definitely trying to piece together more details of this. We'll bring you those details throughout the rest of the day. For now, I'm reporting live. Tina Ezzedine in Thousand Oaks, KCAL 9 News.
All right, thanks so much, Tina. A crackdown this morning on a recent